Okay then, today we're going to see the right way, the best way to change guitar strings. This is for safety, for effectiveness, and for the new installation to last. A lot of strings I see getting wound with the ends all wound up and sticking out. During the string change and even afterwards, it's risky to leave the end of your strings hanging out where they could get you in the eye, you know? We don't want this. So watch close. I've already done the low E. I'm sure you don't want to watch me change all of them. But check this out. It's good. First you grab a string winder. These are cheap at your local guitar store or online. This is a Scotty's, no relation. Although I could have made some dollars if I thought of this. And the brand name's there already. Anyways, throw this on your tuning key. Unwind your string. This speeds up the process. And in winding the string properly and with consistent pull, you get a good roll around the peg of the tuner, around the shaft. Check it out. I'm going to turn you down so you don't have to look at my face so much. Nobody wants that. Here we go. String's unwound and it's slack. I'm on the 5th string, the A. We pull it up, unwind it off of the shaft of the tuner. Come across here. Hold on a sec. Here we go. Needle nose pliers, wherever my camera is. Gently grab the peg that's retaining the ball end of your string and remove it. Slowly rocking it, rotating it, and out. Hang on to this. Don't lose it on the rug. Take your old string, wind it up, set it aside. Okay? If you don't wind your string, your cats might run off with it and get the thing down their throat, and this is bad. They don't know any better. So you take care of your cat. Pulling out a brand new phosphor bronze string for the A. Hold it away and let it unwind. Don't get that near your face. I take the ball, bend it slightly in the direction that it's going to sit around the peg that retains it in the guitar. It sits in this little groove here. Man, I'm not good at this. Can you see me? Okay. So you want to have that angle away from the groove of the peg, like this. Because as it goes into the body of the guitar, it's going to end up here, higher than the end. So you want it tipped away, so it'll stay put and your string won't pop and go out of tune. You're putting it down in the body of the guitar, holding it. You feel it get beyond the inside of the bridge. Let your peg slide down in past the string now. The ball is on the other side of the guitar inside. And this might look abusive. Very gently tap the peg. Take the string and bend a little bit of an angle in it. Tap the peg. It's going to ride back up anyways. Come across to here. Get yourself started through the hole in the shaft of your tuner. Now here's the trick. Pull it through. You want to bring your string through beyond 90 degrees, so you're going to start a good bend that's going to stay there. Bring it in. See this technique? You got to check this out. Can you see it? My middle finger is under, my pointer finger's on top. This is how you hold your string in place. So slide it through the hole in the shaft. Grab your string winder and get your hand position as I showed you here. Hold your string with about 2 inches of space between the neck and the string and wind it. You want your strings all on the inside of the tuning peg coming in. So the 3 higher strings are going to be to the left of the peg, the 3 low ones are to the right as I'm looking up at it. Start winding, holding this angle with your fingers. So you're holding tension on the string, and wind it and let the slack go underneath the end of the string. Can you see this? Underneath it. Now your start, as you hold tension, it will wind and follow itself downward from the hole, meaning as it tracks, it's getting more and more below the nut of the guitar and holding the tension down against the nut where it belongs. As you wind it tighter, you'll feel it starting to make a groove in your middle finger. Before you hurt yourself, get your finger out of the way. We have some tension here. Start winding it up. I've got almost two loops around the shaft now where I'm winding it. My other strings are still in tune, so you can get your tension pretty close just by bringing yourself. You don't need the tuner now that you're close in pitch. Sound your string below it. Bring your new string up towards that pitch slowly. Now, you're getting close. Very gently. First, take a look. Did your peg rise up? If your peg rose up, give yourself some slack and tap it gently back down. I'm really not hitting the guitar hard, and only hit the tip of the peg, not the wood of your guitar. Okay, let's start again. Fretting the 6th string, plucking the 5th that I'm bringing up to tune. Now grab the 5th near the sound hole, tug a little bit, gently up, like a 1/2 inch. Grab it over the fretboard and do the same, gently stretching your new string. Fret it again. Tug a little bit again, gently stretching your new string. And one more. Fretting the 6th string, plucking the 5th. We're in the ballpark. Okay, we'll tune it good at the end. We don't have to be perfect now. Now check this out. This is how you save your eyes. Take your needle nose pliers with wire cutters in. Go to your string, trim it about a 1/2 inch outside of the shaft of your tuner. Cut it off. Take the remaining string, about the last maybe 1/8 of an inch, and bend a 90 down towards the headstock. You're not going to get cut now. It's high enough it's not going to scrape your guitar. It's out of the way. No messy strings laying around. That's my technique. I've never seen anyone else do this, and I should patent it. But have you seen how much it costs to get a patent? I mean, that's outrageous, man. How is the small businessman ever going to get started? Never mind. Don't want to go off on that. Anyways, so that's our 5th string. Let's do the 4th. Okay, let's go. We get our tuner. We get our string winder. We start unwinding the 4th. Get some good slack in it. Once you're there, that there's loops around the shaft of the tuner, you can let go, get under the string, ride it up over the nut, and pull it straight up off of the shaft. You don't have to unwind it until it's done. Get your needle nose pliers. Carefully rotate your peg out of the bridge. Set it aside, don't lose it. Pull your string out. Wind it up. Loop it in. Loop it through there. Protect your cats, your kids, anybody who's hanging around in your house who might think this is a fun toy to have. You can hurt people with these, so be careful. Okay, our new fourth string, the D. Hold it away from you, hold the ball, let it unwind. Take the ball, bend a little bit of an angle. Take your peg. Get that slot where the string goes on the far side of the angle, like this. Okay? That's where you want it. Now, take the angle. You want it to point towards your sound hole. Get it beyond the guitar so it's sitting inside the body, and insert your peg slowly. You'll feel it ride beyond the ball. Gently slide it in, pulling up on your string so that ball is snug on the inside between the peg and the inside of the guitar body. Take your needle nose and gently tap that peg down. Bend the string in toward the bridge so it's got a nice angle. It'll help it to stay in tune rather than a round curve that'll eventually pull flat by itself and go out of tune. Take your string, feed it through the hole in the tuner shaft. Take up your slack. Remember the trick with the fingers? If I could only learn how to use a webcam. Okay, middle fingers under, pointers on top. Take your left hand and pull that slack through until you get just a couple inches of gap between your string and the fretboard. As you get into the smaller diameter strings, there's not as much of a need to keep that gap small. You've got more wraps around the tuner shaft before you run out of space with a smaller string. Okay, winding it tight. I've got the slack part of the string on the top of the roll I'm creating. And as I wind it, I've got my pointer finger down, my middle finger up on either side of the nut. I'm holding that slack on the string out here tight. So as I wind, the rolls around the shaft are nice and tight and right in a row as it comes around. Watch that it's rolling underneath on the shaft, and then keep going until your tension is good and let go. Get it in the slot in the nut. Start bringing yourself up to tune. Fret the fifth string on 5. And again, take a look before you get started. Did your little pin come out of the bridge? Gently tap the end of it. Get it down in there so it'll stay put and be all the way where it belongs. Fifth string on 5. Fourth string open. We're getting close. Pull underneath the string around the sound hole gently, 1/2 an inch or so. Over the fretboard, 1/2 an inch or so. Fret it again. Fifth string on 5. Fourth string open. We're getting close. Fix up my fifth string a little. Let's tune the fourth. Let's stretch it just a little more. A couple of spots. Bring it to pitch. Okay. And the safety technique, my own invention. Take your trimmers. Trim your string off with about a 1/2 inch remaining off of the peg. Like this. Take about an 1/8 inch. Turn it down. Bend it 90 degrees or more. Down towards the headstock. I don't know if it's in focus, but you want your string to have a 90-degree bend pointing down toward the headstock. It's not going to scratch you. It's not going to cut your hand. Looks nice and neat. You see those EAD strings all have the bends. Those are all new strings now. Okay, I'm going to continue with this off camera because I think 15 minutes is kind of a long video. If any of you are still with me, thank you. And I hope this helps you. It's the best way to tune your guitar safely so it'll last, so you can get in there and jam with your friends and you're not going to go out of tune. You can play for a long time and it'll stay relatively close with new strings, rather than stop every couple minutes and fix it. You're taking up your tension, you're stretching the string first, you're making sure your pegs are down in the bridge, you're trimming off the ends so everybody's safe. Okay? Thanks for watching.